Adding microinjection services. You have been through Mauget training and concluded that providing Mauget microinjections for your customers is a good business decision. The following presentation provides information and suggestions on how to successfully begin adding Mauget microinjection services to your business. Sell Mauget microinjection. Unlike many of the services you may already provide, such as pruning trees, fertilizing turf, spraying for insects and/or diseases, your customer may not be aware of microinjection technology, so they will not ask for it, which means it will be necessary for you to sell microinjection services. This will involve identifying tree health problems, introducing your customers to the benefits of Mauget microinjections, and asking for the order. Research tree health problems. The first step is to research and prepare a list of the tree health problems that are common in your service area. This information is available from several reliable sources, including the Agricultural Extension Service lawn and landscape newsletters from your area, professional and/or trade publications from the tree, lawn, and landscape industries, local newspaper garden section, which is often where your customers get their information. In addition, Arborist, lawn, and landscape seminars frequently provide insect and disease update presentations, and the plant diagnostic lab, where you send your samples, can inform you about the problems they are diagnosing. And of course, your hands-on field experience. These sources can all provide information that is both timely and applicable to the trees in your area. Survey property. Survey your customer's property. Identify and note the trees that are likely to have health problems that can be managed by a Mauget microinjection. Many of these will be the tree problems you have already researched. Also, identify the trees that are of particular importance to your customer. These include trees that significantly contribute to the aesthetics of the property and are functional to the landscape, such as trees that provide shade or privacy. List top tree health problems. From your research and the survey of your customer's property, identify the top tree health problems that you are likely to encounter. Mauget's broad product line of insecticides, fungicides, antibiotics, micronutrients, and fertilizers can address many tree care problems. We recommend you limit your initial list to 20 or 25 different problems. The tree health problems on your list will be your primary focus as you get started. With time and experience, you will add additional potential problems to this list. Research best management options. Research the best options to manage the problems on your list. You can find this information on the Mauget.com Solutions Finder, in the Mauget Microinjection Reference Manual, and on the Mauget product labels. Develop a treatment recommendation program. From the information that you have gathered at this point, develop a treatment recommendation program for each of the tree problems on your list. Include the Mauget product or products recommended. Also include the best time to provide the microinjection treatments. In many situations, it is beneficial to have both preventative and curative treatment options. Preventative treatment options can be applied before the tree has been affected. These recommendations will be for the recurring problems that show up every year. Curative treatments will stop the problem and prevent further damage. These recommendations will be for problems that may not show up every year. Curative recommendations can be applied if and when the damage is diagnosed. Provide recommendations. Provide Mauget microinjection recommendations in the annual service proposal you provide to your customer. These will focus primarily on the preventative recommendations for the problems that show up every year. Some recommendations will be on a rotational basis, every other or every third year. This is usually the case with fertilizers and micronutrients. It may be necessary to include a second year of treatment in your recommendations if there is a heavy infestation. Curative recommendations can be included in the proposal on an as-needed basis upon identifying a problem. Indications of stress. Throughout the growing season, while you are on your customer's property, look for indications of tree stress. Focus your attention on the trees from your list. Look for short internode growth, which indicates the tree's growth rate has declined. Look for abnormal leaf size, shape, and color. Look at the canopy density. Does it appear normal? Are you seeing premature leaf drop? Are there dead and dying branches? When you see an indication of tree stress, investigate further and diagnose the cause. Symptoms of insect problems. Look for symptoms of insect problems on the leaves, trunk, and limbs, such as feeding damage on leaves and buds, and insect emergence holes on trunks and branches. In this photo, you can see holes in the trunk that could indicate an infestation of boring insects. Look for the insect. Look for the actual insect, depending upon the time of year that you are looking. Insects may be found in different life stages: eggs, larvae, pupae, or adults. Do not overlook unusual-looking insects, such as insect scale or bagworms. Also look for unusual symptoms of insects, such as galls. Symptoms of disease problems. Look for symptoms of disease problems, which can include lesions on leaves and/or lesions on trunks and branches. Symptoms of disease problems. Also look for branch and canopy dieback, indicating the possibility of a vascular problem. Look down at the base of the tree for indications of root problems. Fertilizer and micronutrient deficiencies. The cause of the stress could be due to a fertilizer or micronutrient deficiency. These symptoms are stunted internodal growth and/or smaller than normal leaves. Yellow chlorotic leaves may indicate a micronutrient deficiency. Diagnosing the problem. Frequently, during your investigation, the cause of the tree health problem can be easily diagnosed based upon your experience. The problem is common to you, and the cause of the problem may be easily seen. In some circumstances, the problem may have a unique appearance that will not be confused with any other problem. Diagnosing the problem. Continued. Despite your experience and best efforts, in some cases the diagnosis can be challenging. It may be necessary to send samples to a plant diagnostic lab to get an accurate diagnosis. Before submitting samples, contact the lab for instructions on how to properly collect the samples and how they need to be packaged and shipped. The instructions could be different depending on the problem, and proper collection will help ensure an accurate analysis. Cell Mauget microinjection. Once you've positively diagnosed the problem and identified the best solution, it is time to sell your service. Notify or, if possible, show your customer the tree problem on their property. Provide them with a treatment recommendation. Ask for the order. Explain Mauget's microinjection technology. The first time you recommend a Mauget treatment to a customer, a brief explanation of microinjection technology may be necessary to assure them that their trees are being properly maintained. Some of the selling points to discuss are: Mauget products have been successfully used for over 60 years. The chemical is injected directly into the tree. It is not a spray or soil drench application. Mauget microinjection. Your customer's primary concerns are likely to be related to safety. Since the chemical is injected directly into the tree, the likelihood of chemical exposure is greatly reduced when compared to other application techniques. Your customer can enjoy spending time in their yard with the confidence that their family and pets are not being exposed to chemicals. Promote the service. Promote Mauget microinjection services in the other communications you have with your customers, including an annual renewal letter, statement stuffers, door hangers, promotional flyers, local lawn and garden shows that you might participate in, and during the personal contact you have with your customers. Experience. With experience, you will become familiar with the tree health problems that are common in your area. You will also become proficient recommending effective management solutions. Mauget microinjections will be an integral part of the tree care programs that help you manage the trees on your customers' properties. Conclusion. Also check out the Mauget Certified Forum at maugetcertified.com, which has a variety of helpful topics. You can post questions, answer questions, and share information. When you have completed the test for this module, the next one is application timing.